Sad news to share. We're learning this from the New York Post, several other outlets reporting this as well. Virginia Giuffre, the most prominent victim of the late convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein, took her own life on Thursday. This is just weeks after she made headlines for saying that she had days to live after she claimed to have been hit by a bus.
Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Another Epstein connection whistleblower just so happens to commit suicide. Virginia Giuffre's committed suicide, allegedly committed suicide, but don't worry about this because CNS says it's completely fine. This is totally normal, just like the Epstein cameras malfunctioned and the Epstein cellmate was transferred the night that he axed himself, and Epstein's guards just so happened to be napping that night as well. Absolutely nothing to see here.
A statement given to NBC News was quoted as such from the 41-year-old's family. It says, "It's with utterly broken hearts that we announce that Virginia passed away last night at her farm in Western Australia. She lost her life to suicide after being a lifelong victim of sexual abuse and sex trafficking."
Virginia Giuffre, you know, the woman who had the guts, the testicular fortitude to stand up to billionaires, British royalty, and some of the creepiest people on the planet, suddenly dies by suicide in Australia after surviving Epstein and after surviving a bus hitting her, after surviving Ghislaine Maxwell, after surviving Prince Andrew. This doesn't make sense. It seems like a really deep coincidence here, guys. I'm not sure. This was sent over to me via the Discord group. If you're not part of the Discord group, jump into the Discord group. The link is in the description below. Jeffrey Epstein's victim, Virginia Giuffre, dies by suicide after a troubling Instagram. She was trafficked by Epstein as a teen, has died by suicide after making a series of troubling Instagram posts. Her family said in a statement, it is with utter broken hearts that we have announced that Virginia has passed away last night in her Virginia farm, or in her Western Australia farm. Excuse me about that. This doesn't make sense here. There's Ghislaine Maxwell there. This woman wasn't just a witness. She absolutely blew the lid off of the entire. She had the testicular fortitude, the lady balls, to blow off the entire lid of this operation. She named names. And she lived to tell the tale. And just after the lawsuit wraps, she was hit by a bus. She said, I reported on this a couple weeks ago. She said that she had just a few weeks to live after she was hit by a bus. And then suddenly she checks out after recovering from being hit by a bus. There's nothing suspicious here, right, guys? There's absolutely nothing suspicious here, right? It's not like every Epstein-related name mysteriously vanishes faster than who knows? Faster than a Kamala Harris word salad. You know, I don't want to label this as a conspiracy because I don't want to get flagged on this platform here, but survivor of Jeffrey Epstein, sexually abuse, died at 41. Despite the adversity she faced in her life, she shone so bright, she will be missed beyond measure. She's survived by her 3 children, Christian, Noah, and Emily. Earlier this month, Virginia posted on social that she had just days to live after a school bus crashed into her. Western Australia police later confirmed the 41-year-old was in a car that collided with the bus on March 24th. but there were no reported injuries, but yet she was in the hospital. It's understood Virginia presented to Perth Hospital Emergency Department on April 1st. Virginia was an American, said she met Ghislaine Maxwell, a British socialite, in 2000, working as a locker room assistant at Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago, Florida resort. Maxwell offered her a job as a massage therapist here for Jeffrey. In 2021, Virginia filed a civil lawsuit against Prince Andrew and filed court in New York. Allegedly, she had been actually assaulted on 3 occasions when she was 17. This is interesting. This is interesting. Sad. Meanwhile, this woman who exposed one of the help expose one of the biggest pedo trafficking operations in modern history is dead. These folks. Here's a clip of Virginia on NBC News.
Ghislaine woke me up in the morning and said, "You're going to meet a prince today." I didn't know at that point that I was going to be trafficked to that prince. And then that night, Prince Andrew came to her house in London, and we went out to Club Tramp. Prince Andrew got me alcohol. It was in the VIP section. I'm pretty sure it was vodka. Prince Andrew was like, "Let's dance together." And I was like, okay. And we leave Club Tramp, and I hop in the car with Ghislaine and Jeffrey. And Ghislaine said, "He's coming back to the house, and I want you to do for him what you do for Epstein." I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that even royalty were involved.
Guys, if you think this stinks worse than a super used diaper, let me know. Let me know what you guys think about this, because this isn't some just quote unquote tragic accident, at least in my personal opinion. This is my personal opinion, YouTube, so don't, shut this down by any means, but this is just my personal opinion on this. I don't think you survive a bus hitting you and have days to fight for your life, and then all of a sudden you decide to axe yourself in your home. Just stinks to me. Something is a little fishy here. Something is fishy. Sad. Let me know what you guys think about this. Drop it down in the comment section. Smash the like button if you kindly would. Share, subscribe, and as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.